there, neighbors, it's Nicole Fetter, your local Arizona realtor. I know anyone that owns a home, or even rents a home for that matter, has had those people knocking on the door saying, "Hey, do you have a minute to talk?" No, I'm not talking about the Mormons here. I'm talking about the solar people saying, "Hey, I can get solar on your roof, help you out, you're gonna save so much money each month." That is great. Solar is great. I love how common it's becoming. It's a great source of clean energy. But if you think one of your reasons for getting solar is to increase the value of your home or make it sell quicker, that isn't necessarily the case. There's a few things you should look at before considering or deciding to buy solar for your home. Solar adds little to no value to your home when it comes time to sell your home. Now, I'm talking about here in Arizona when I say that. Other states may have different laws than Arizona when it comes to electricity companies like APS or anybody else, privately owned electric companies, buying back energy from private owned solar panels. But here in Arizona, APS and other electric companies have to pay you very little money for the solar energy your panels are not using. Now, keep in mind, solar panels only create energy when the sun is shining down on them. That energy has to be used as it's being produced. We're not yet using batteries to save that power to use it at different times, like after dark or after we get home from work.
Well, the technology is there to be able to use the solar batteries to store the power. However, if you're looking to save money, it's going to be a little bit pricey.
So at those times that your panels aren't producing energy, you are paying APS a grid access fee to be able to use their energy or electricity when your panels aren't creating electricity for you. Now, if you happen to have one of those older solar systems that are grandfathered in on net metering, then it's completely different for you. These systems are usually 5 years old or even older than that, and they are saving those people a lot more money. But anything that's 5 years newer or has not yet been installed for you is not going to have them paying back a good amount of money. It's going to be pennies on the dollar. So you may not be saving as much money as you think depending on when you use the majority of your energy. Leased solar panels actually make your house harder to sell. Now, leased versus purchased. If you've purchased your solar panels, then nobody has to qualify for that lease. They're just getting something for free. It doesn't necessarily add value to your home, but it's an incentive because the people that buy your home, if the system's still working properly, will likely be saving some kind of money until something happens with the system where they have to update it, upgrade it, or fix it. On the other hand, leased, the people that come in to purchase your home have to qualify for the lease you have on your solar panels. Not only that, they have to add that into their debt to income ratios. That counts as part of their housing debt, meaning they can qualify to purchase that much less home because they can only get a loan that includes that into their debt to income ratios. Another thing to consider is most solar leases escalate each year. The price increases. If that rate is increasing higher at a quicker rate than APS, then you're saving less and less money each month if you were saving money to start. A lot of people purchasing homes won't even consider looking at houses with solar leases if for no other reason than they don't want to be tied to that solar lease for 20 years. A solar lease is 20 years long, and again, most of them escalate. So it's very important before you purchase a house with that lease, you look and make sure that the person that purchased the lease got a good deal because you're stuck with it, and you will have to transfer that to the next person that buys your house. So unless you're planning on staying in your house for the long haul, it may not be as good of an idea as you think to lease that solar panel. Solar tax incentives have went down. In 2020, had you bought a solar panel system, you would have gotten a 30% tax credit. In 2021, if you decide to buy a solar system, a solar panel system, you're going to get a 22% tax credit. In 2022, as of right now, there is no tax credit unless Congress decides to step in and renew a new tax credit for 2022. If you are thinking about buying solar panels for your home, it takes an average of 8 years before you start saving money on your system. How long have you lived in your house? The average individual lives in a home from 5 to 7 years. If you haven't lived in your house for 5 to 7 years, just keep in mind the likelihood is that as long as you're going to stay there. If you plan to stay the long haul, just know that it'll take about 8 years before you start saving money. If you end up moving before then, you're likely to have moved out before you've even paid off your solar debt. A few other small things to think about when considering solar are the size of your roof, the direction it faces, do you have any trees, is it shaded? I think the minimum solar system is 8 panels, so if you can't fit 8 panels on your roof where the sun is directly shining on them, solar may not even be an option for you. But what the short of it is, if you're considering solar, despite what every salesperson is going to tell you where it can save you so much money and it's going to add value to your house, that may not be the truth, and you should do a lot of research on solar and the benefits to you before deciding to lease or purchase it for your home. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, please call, text, email, or direct message me. I'm always here to help with your home buying and selling needs. Please remember to like and share this video with your friends and family. Help continue to educate them on the home buying and selling process. And remember,